Jambo. Welcome to the Wildlife Adventure Stories. My name is David, Education Specialist for the Detroit Zoological Society. Thank you for joining me for a virtual dose of vitamin Z as we bring the Detroit Zoo to you. Now, I have been a safari guide. I have toured many countries in Africa. But in these countries, there's one destination that I love. This is the East Africa. The reason it is the original safari destination. And the country that this all happened was in Kenya. And this is where I was born. And I have very fond memories. About this place that I hold and cherish. So, as a safari guide for all those years, more than 25 years, there was always something out there to see. There's always something. And not everything was positive, neither negative. Not everything was exciting, neither way. However, there are those stories that you remember vividly and you can recall them, you can talk about them as many times as possible. So we were in this area, the famous Masai Mara, where the great wildebeest migration takes place. And we happened to be in a very beautiful luxury tented camp. However, the tents were canvas, and the tents were more of obviously, if you really meant to touch, you could. If someone is sleeping, sometimes you can even push the head. You can feel the head because it's canvas. But even though it was luxurious, it was nice. So having gone out to watch game, and we had gone. This is the area I am talking about. It's a beautiful, nice place. That's the savannah grassland you see over there with the giraffe. And we happened to be, it so happened that after going out to see game, we came back again and we looked and we enjoyed our morning breakfast. And all the guests dispersed when they went to their tents. And each tent sometimes were about 200-300 yards away from the main dining area. And then these guests, the guests happened to be really happy that morning. It was so exciting. But then, and so everyone would go back to their tent, and they would go to do the journal, fill the journal, see what, fill it and see what they have seen. Thank you, Justin. Welcome back. And we have, and others would take a drink and just sit. Others would just relax and take their binoculars, enjoy the view. So these guests, this couple, sat outside of the tent. And I have a picture of this tent, one of the tents there. And these guests sat outside there, enjoying just enjoying the view. Elephants, giraffes. That is the tent I'm talking about. You can see it is really luxury tent. It is nice and it has all what you'd call luxury. So anyway, these guests, they sit outside of the tent, and but the husband got bored a little bit while the wife was reading the book. I think probably she had a novel, or she wanted to know more about wildlife. But Then, so she told the wife, you know, honey, I will leave you, go to the main bar and come back. Um, and then I'll be able to bring drinks. Would you like some drink? And she said, no thanks, I'll just be comfortable with the water in the tent. And so off he left. Coming back, and it's about 5-10 minutes walk away through some little areas, little bush. And the wife retreated into the tent and laid on the bed and is reading the book. While she's reading the book must have been big because it kind of like covered the face, the whole face. Couldn't see. Then, after a couple of minutes, the wife did not. The wife still reading. A baboon comes down from the tree. Baboons, they know when to go in or to check in what's going on in the tents if you don't zip up your tent, actually zip down. And so an olive baboon right there, well, I wouldn't say this one, but it's similar. This is an olive baboon, happened to be around and watching what was going on, and then he decided to go in, and the tent is open, so the baboon goes right in and sits right opposite the other bed. It was a twin bed, and didn't say anything. He's just looking around to see if he could find some candy or something to take, some cookie. Some guests love bringing some bananas into the tent from breakfast and from the breakfast table. And so it so happened that the baboon just sat there, still looking and still looking. But the wife did hear something happen. The wife did hear, thought that there was someone who came in that she did not, she just thought it was the husband. And so she says, honey, oh, you are back so soon. Did you find everything? And there was no answer. Darling, there was no answer. So the wife decided now, let me check what's going on with my honey here. My honey, looking, there was the face to face. It's the baboon and the wife looking at each other. What would you do if you are the one? Would you scream? Would you jump out? Or would you just keep quiet? So the wife, all she did was she just went screaming the loudest noise I've ever heard in such a place. And the baboon with the big fangs also looking at the wife. They're looking at each other, and the wife is screaming, "Oh, go away!" And the baboon knew that that was enough. That sound was enough to alert the security. So he goes out and runs, climbs the tree nearby. As you saw, there are all these trees around here. So he ran and went into the trees up there. But in the meantime, we were not too far. We were still near the dining, and we came running. Everybody had to come running and figure out what's going on. Only to come across the wife who was, with hands flailing and so scared, and she wouldn't even talk. Tell what's the problem? What's the problem? And she's, he just came in. He just came into my tent. Who? Oh, she ran out of breath, and so we ran, and obviously the baboon was right there. In the meantime, the husband also didn't know what was going on. Came with the drinks, and she saw the wife out there, and the wife was, "Oh, what's happening with my wife? Honey, I thought you are the one, but it was the baboon in the tent." So it was, here is the baboon, he's the husband, and where's the baboon? The baboon already ran out. It's not in the dining, in the tent. So having settled down, the wife, it became a big story now. Obviously, it became the story to write about in our journal, and everyone was entertained. Even though the entertainment was scary for her, baboons would really not attack. Most monkeys would want just some food, and the baboon had, of course, knew that he had let his foolishness get into him, and by hopping into the bed and and the wife just screaming. And thereafter, what happened is it became more story because we had not seen a baboon before during that time, and now everybody came to witness a new animal in the list. So that was marked off that we have seen a baboon. Now this is a story. It's a story that continues to remind me of how we should always pay attention to our surrounding and not just taking things for granted. For if this guest had was alert enough, the only thing is she trusted the husband that much that did not even care to check who it was. She should have paid a little attention of the surroundings, and especially in an area that you are not very familiar with. And coming back to and bringing you back to the Detroit Zoo. The Detroit Zoo is one place where we have we celebrate our animals. We save and celebrate the animals, and this being one of our this is being one of our policies that one of our statement of purpose, saving and celebrating wildlife. We are always very happy when you come to see our animals or to see the animals in the zoo. Right now, if you go to live camera, we have the snow monkeys playing out there. If you have not, go into the Detroit Zoo's website, live cam, and you'll be able to see the snow monkeys on the beautiful, nice habitat. In the meantime, I would like to welcome you to watch another virtual dose of vitamin Z delivered to you by the Detroit Zoo's Curator of Education, Claire, on Monday at 11 a.m. As always, goodbye, and in Swahili we say kwaheri.